Michael Cohen, President Donald Trump's former personal lawyer, headed to a U.S. federal prison to begin a 3-year sentence on Monday, taking a parting shot at his former boss in remarks to reporters as he left his Manhattan apartment building. "I hope that when I rejoin my family and friends that the country will be in a place without xenophobia, injustice and lies at the helm of our country," Cohen told a crush of camera crews and reporters gathered on the sidewalk. "There still remains much to be told and I look forward to the day that I can share the truth." Cohen, who once vowed to take a bullet for Trump but now calls him a con man, must report by 2 p.m. 1800 GMT, to the Federal Correctional Institution in Otisville, New York, about 70 miles, 110 kilometers, northwest of New York City to serve his sentence for arranging hush payments to 2 women who said they had sexual encounters with Trump and lying to Congress. He is expected to stay at the prison's minimum security camp. Several dozen bystanders stopped to take pictures and one shook his hand as Cohen began to leave after making his remarks. The scene became chaotic, with equipment and people falling to the ground. Cohen helped one journalist who had fallen to get back on his feet. Cohen then climbed into the back seat of a black vehicle and was driven away. Cohen's prison term completes a stunning fall for the 52-year-old native of New York's Long Island, whose career was tethered to Trump as he evolved from wealthy real estate developer to reality TV personality to politician. For more than a decade, Cohen served as Trump's personal lawyer and self-described fixer. Lanny Davis, a spokesman for Cohen, said in a statement after Cohen left that he was proud of Michael Cohen's courageous decision to tell the truth about why Donald Trump represented a danger to our Constitution, our freedoms, and our nation's fundamental values. Davis also said Cohen will continue to be accessible to Congress and to federal, state and local law enforcement. "I will continue questioning why Michael is the only person within the Trump organization to be prosecuted for crimes committed at the direction of and for the benefit of Mr. Trump," Davis said. The relationship began to sour after FBI agents raided Cohen's Rockefeller Center office and Park Avenue hotel room in April 2018 as part of an investigation that grew out of special counsel Robert Mueller's investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 U.S. election. The information gathered in the raids contributed to a series of criminal charges against Cohen that caused his dramatic split with Trump. Cohen publicly broke with Trump in July 2018, telling ABC News he intended to put family and loyalty to his country ahead of the president. Cohen and his wife, Laura Schusterman, 49, have 2 adult children, Samantha and Jake. Blind loyalty in congressional testimony in February in Washington, Cohen said, "I am ashamed that I chose to take part in concealing Mr. Trump's illicit acts rather than listening to my own conscience. I am ashamed because I know what Mr. Trump is. He is a racist. He is a con man. He is a cheat." During his sentencing in December in New York, Cohen said, "My weakness can be characterized as a blind loyalty to Donald Trump, and I was weak for not having the strength to question and to refuse his demands. I have already spent years living a personal and mental incarceration." Cohen said during his sentencing he would provide as much information as he could to prosecutors about his former boss. Trump, for this part, has blasted Cohen on Twitter, calling him a weak person as well as a bad lawyer and fraudster. Cohen pleaded guilty in August 2018 to violating campaign finance law, bank fraud and tax evasion in a case handled by federal prosecutors in New York. Prosecutors said Trump himself directed illegal payments orchestrated by Cohen to adult film star Stormy Daniels and Playboy model Karen McDougal to avert a scandal shortly before the 2016 election. Cohen told the court Trump ordered a $130,000 payment to Daniels and a $150,000 payment to McDougal to keep them quiet. Trump has denied sexual relationships with the women and said he never directed Cohen to do anything illegal. Cohen also pleaded guilty to lying to Congress about a proposed Trump Tower project in Russia that was being negotiated at the same time he was running for president. Prosecutors said Cohen provided false statements in closed-door testimony to lawmakers to create the impression the project had ended by the time the state-by-state Republican presidential nomination race began, when in fact talks had continued well beyond that point. U.S. District Judge William Pauley in Manhattan sentenced Cohen to a total of 3 years for all his crimes. Cohen's prison time could be reduced by about 15% for good behavior.